Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Debbie Tribble of Dreamweaver Quilting. Thank you for joining me for another Tuesday Tiny Tip. Today I'm going to share a few tips about using your rotary cutters with your rulers and mats to achieve straight strip sets. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is a ruler hold. Now this is not the only way to do it, but I have found that I achieved good results on a consistent basis. You don't really want to put your hand on the mat. As you put pressure, then the mat can move. But if you use a portion of your fingers as an anchor and a portion as a stability, then you will achieve good results. So in my case, I'm going to put my ring finger and my pinky just off the edge of this mat, and the other three fingers are going to be used to put a little pressure on the ruler. I would have my fabric positioned, and I would use my rotary cutter and just cut forward. If I get out of reach of where I'm comfortable or feel like I have no control over the ruler, then I simply leave the rotary cutter in the down position, move my fingers forward, make sure they're stable, and then continue on. Another tip is when you are cutting, if you'll just offset the line on your ruler with your fabric, then you will not be tempted to nick into the end of your ruler, which will help your rulers live longer and your blades live longer as well. I would achieve the same kind of anchor and stability with this ruler if I put my little pinky finger off the edge and my thumb at the bottom of the ruler. I still have three to hold it secure, and again, I can go on. This ruler is a little bit smaller, so I really would want to use two off and then come in. I don't want to get my fingers anywhere near the rotary cutter. In the next little section, I'm going to talk to you and show you how to lay your fabric out now that we've determined the proper hold and cutting techniques, how to lay your fabric so that you get good results every time. Okay, so I have a piece of fabric just as it's come off the bolt. I have the selvage edges away from me and the folded edge towards me. I'm going to pick my fabric up, align my selvage edges, and give it a little shake, lay my fabric down on my cutting surface, smooth it, and then pick the fold up and take it towards those selvage edges. What I want to do is I want to align the fold of the fabric with those selvage edges, and when I have done that so that they are completely parallel, because I have a fold and a selvage edge and a fold here, I will achieve straight strip sets. If these two things do not align properly, then I can have a strip that does a zigzag dance. That's not what you want. So now that I have those folded, I have a longer piece. I want to true my fabric up. Now I need to do a cleanup cut. And to do that, I will take my ruler and bring it to this far side so that I have the most fabric for control under my ruler. I have got a 2-inch line on the fold of the fabric, and as I look up here to the top of the fabric, I'm at 13 1/8. So I'm 13 1/8 here and 13 1/8 here, 2 here and 2 here. So I know that I am parallel and true. So I will just simply trim that off. Now I'm going to turn this whole mat. I brought a mat to set that on so that I could work more efficiently. Smooth that out. Many of you are used to cutting. If you needed a 2.5-inch strip, at this point you would take your ruler and do what we did a minute ago with the nice 90-degree angle with the fold and the cut edge. But I would bring to you that if you do that and then pick it up and move it again and pick it up and move it again, then you are introducing error along the way. So whatever ruler you're using, see how many you can get. I need 2.5-inch strips and I have an 8-inch ruler. So I can cut 3 2.5-inch strips. 2.5, 5, 7.5. So I'm going to position the bottom of this ruler because I know I'm parallel with this and this nice straight edge on the side, and I'm at 7.5. This is an 8-inch ruler. I have a 1/2 inch showing here. I want to position my fingers and simply cut. When I'm finished cutting, I'm going to gently move that to make sure it's in place, and then I'm going to move to 5 on the line. And I will make my cut, make sure I'm not moving anywhere. And now 2.5. And just like that, I have 3 strip sets cut, and they are straight without any zigs, and that's where you will see them. So remember, when you're working with your rotary ruler, cutter, and mat, that accuracy is very important. Make sure that you've stabilized your ruler and keep your fingers out of the way of your rotary blade. Make sure that you position your fabric parallel to the lines so that you get a nice straight cut, and just really enjoy your stitching time with these tips. I hope they have helped. I'll see you again next Tuesday for another tiny tip.